Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. And this is your tip of the week. Now in the previous tip of the week, I showed you how to use geometric designs to create your own quilting stitch pattern. I also did a review of some of the other stitch patterns that I've shown you in the past. But in this one, I'm going to venture out just a little bit more and show you how to create a leaf pattern design. So let's get started. So in the previous tip of the week, I used this table runner as an example. This is my 10-minute table runner, and if you're interested in doing it, there will be a link listed below your YouTube screen. So you're going to measure, just like you did in the previous tip, measure the area you want the stitch pattern to go into, which for me is this center area here. So again, you're going to cut some paper that is the length of that area. So now you're going to fold the paper in half, just like you did before. You bring the two ends together and line it up, and then crease it down here at the one end. Now take this folded end and bring it down here. And remember, if your table runner, especially if you're doing it on a table runner, is really, really long, you may have to fold it again. But right now I'm going to leave it like this. Now I'll show you how to draw the design. I recommend that you use a pencil so that you can erase and refine your drawing that you do. But I'm going to draw a wavy line down the center. So I'm going to start just a little bit off center, and I'm going to try to come in right about in the halfway point and then come back out over this way. All right, remember, if it's not perfect, you can erase and fix. But now I want to draw a secondary line that's about a ½ inch away. Remember, you can draw it any way you want and erase and fix. So now this is your vine. Now I'm going to show you how to draw the leaf. My paper is about 2 inches wide by 3 inches long. Remember, you can make this any size. So I've cut it out and then fold it in half and then just draw a giant curve like this. And then cut, scissors, whatever you have, cut this out. So then you have a leaf. So now you want to place your leaf down. Now you can have it way out here and with a real point, but I decided I didn't want to do that. I brought mine in and overlapped it just a little bit. Remember, it's your leaf and vine project. You can do it any way you like. And then trace around it. And then take it and place it on this side here and trace around it. Now my leaves are all going in the same direction. You want to make it look like it's a real vine, and most of the leaves, they always usually go in the same direction. The other thing you want to pay attention to is this curve here goes this way, and then up here it goes in the opposite direction. You want to make sure it ends like that. Then go to your sewing machine. Again, remove the thread, the upper thread, all the way out, and then you're going to stitch on these drawn lines. Set your stitch length to 3.0 and put perforations in it on this side and then on this side, and go around the leaves. After you've got all your perforations in, you're going to unfold it, and you're going to see little holes through all sides of all sections of your paper. Then you unfold it completely and lay it out on your project. You lay it out and pin it down where you want it. Now, I'm going to show you. I've already got this design on here. So you pin your paper down. And I've got 2 rows of this, so you can make it larger or smaller, just do one down the center. And so what you do is, just like we did in that previous tip where I showed you the geometric designs, you'll start on one side of the vine and stitch down this curve. When you come to this little corner here, then you turn your fabric, always leave your needle down. Remember, set your sewing machine to where every time you stop, your needle always is in the down position. Then turn your project, stitch around to this corner, turn your project, stitch around. That needle is holding your place. If you don't have the needle down, you're going to lose your place, and then it's going to be a struggle to get back exactly where you want to be. And then go down this side, and you stitch along this curve, and then you go down to the next leaf and repeat. Stitch around it, and then go down. So I'm going to roll down here to the bottom. Okay, so as you're finishing your last leaf, you're coming down to the bottom of the leaf, the end of the vine, and then stitch across and turn and repeat the whole process. Come back up this side and go around the leaf and around and continue all the way up. And you would repeat the same process by having a separate sheet of paper with perforations in it to do a secondary row or a third row. Now this particular pattern is great to put on a border of a quilt. So if you feel like your borders look really plain, you just have one strip of fabric and you wish you could dress it up a little bit, try this vine technique. Always practice on scrap fabric first to see if you like it. Because when you're doing something like this on a big quilt, it's a lot of work. I'm going to admit that. It really is. So try it on a placemat or a table runner first. So in the previous tip of the week, I showed you how to use geometric shapes. This table runner here has heart shapes on it. But remember, if you want to get something really simple, you feel the vine is a little too much for you to start with, remember you can start with diamond shapes, hexagons, and even your basic square. This is sewing machine quilting thread. It's a little bit heavier, and it's made specifically for doing quilting stitches. So it's going to help your pattern show up just a little bit more. If you don't want to get this, there's nothing like good old polyester thread. I often use polyester thread for my quilting stitches. Cotton thread doesn't last as long, and it has a tendency to break if it's too old. So if you're going to invest in this, make sure you're going to use it, because if it sits on your shelf for 10 years, it's not going to last. It will break over time. I hope you enjoyed this tip of the week, and if you didn't see this one, go and watch it, because I think you can use these two techniques for doing many of your quilting projects. So if you're interested in other tips of the week, you want to scroll down to the description section. So you scroll down, click on Show More or the down arrow. It'll expand open and you'll see all kinds of links appearing. Now make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl. This is Manny. See you next time.